tell us a little bit about today and what are your first impressions of the day?
Well, it's been really remarkable. I filmed the flight in. I was filming from the window, and it's absolutely fascinating to be here. There's a lot of curiosity in the Arab world, and in particular in the Emirates, for what Israel is about. And I'm just like any other Emirati. I'm curious and interested. So it's been the welcome has been astounding. Prime Minister Netanyahu met us at the plane steps, and very approachable. Again, not what we're used to through the media. So that was a fascinating aspect. The actual ceremony of the signing of the agreements was wonderful. I think I signed the best agreement, of course, which was on visa exemption, which I think really concerns the peoples of the two nations. So that was a lot of fun. And we've been having meetings. We just had lunch with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, which kind of branched out into more of a cultural and social kind of analysis of Israeli society. It's just been fascinating.
So can you tell us a little bit about that visa agreement? Why is it such a big watershed moment?
Wow, I mean, we didn't even have travel between the two countries. Removing visas is a great requirement for the UAE because our population is really very curious about other countries. So, and if you look at the airlines that we have, this is the way in which we reach out to the rest of the world. We've got fantastic agreements with the United States and with the Schengen states and with the UK, even with Russia. We've got sort of visa-free entry, and just this kind of mobility is really important to us. And it also helps, of course, on the business front. We're kind of a logistics and trading hub, and the ability to be able to travel in and out of countries is really important for us.
So is the main crux of this agreement, do you think, is really to be able to open up that business so it can flourish to its fullest development? Is that?
It's to get out of the way of people, to get out of people's way and allow them to actually begin to mix and match with each other. And I know that this visa exemption requirement or visa exemption is fantastic for the business community. And just in the few days since we signed the agreement in Washington, I've had so many meetings with different Israelis in the Emirates, or Israelis calling me up and saying, look, we're really interested in looking at different kinds of business ventures. So. And there are a lot of Emiratis who are looking, into Israel as well. So it all helps to create those people-to-people connections.
So on the aspect of culture, what are the cultural cooperation aspects that we're going to see very soon?
Very soon, I'm not sure. I know that there have been agreements between sort of universities in artificial intelligence and the Weizmann Institute. I know that there's some interesting conversations going on with the Ministry of Culture in the Emirates. There are singers who have been involved, I think, in doing sort of co-production of songs with Israelis, and there's more of that coming. And I wouldn't be able to tell you much more. I think, we're going to be looking at student kind of exchanges. And I know there are a tremendous number of Emiratis who are fascinated by the Hebrew language and would like to come and, study at one or other of the ulpans.
What should Israelis who want to go to the Emirates know about Emirati culture, how they should behave, how they should conduct themselves?
Well, I think, firstly, Israelis going to the Emirates will find that there is a massive amount of goodwill. It's really, it surprises me. I didn't realize that there was so much goodwill, given just the rhetoric that was so prominent in the Arab papers and Arab media. So take that as an advantage. A lot of people are waiting to meet Israelis. I think on the negative side, I think you need to be a little aware of respect, respecting boundaries and respecting other people's goodwill. So, it's something that I think is particular to the Emirates and particular to the Gulf states. The culture is one that, where respect is the most important kind of factor to take into account. Don't be transactional, be